Things you don't understand. Number 1. Why do you forget things when you walk into a room? This is known as the doorway effect. Your brain organizes memories by location and context and separates experiences into events. When you leave a room, the brain closes one mental file and opens another one, which makes it hard to retain thoughts from the previous location. Since memory is highly tied to physical environment, this means that when stepping back into the original room, you can restore the memory. Because you're restoring the same environmental cues, which reactivate the same neural patterns that were active when the memory was first formed, which makes it easier for the prefrontal cortex to reconstruct the original thought. Question 2. Why do you sneeze when you encounter a bright light? This is known as the photic sneeze reflex. It's an inherited trait, and scientists also call it ACHOO syndrome. Autosomal dominant means that if one of your biological parents has it, you have a 50% chance of inheriting the reflex. But we don't know exactly why it happens. Scientists think that it triggers the adjacent trigeminal nerve, causing an involuntary sneeze. Another factor is how your body reacts to sudden sensory changes. Bright light can cause your pupils to constrict rapidly, and this quick adjustment may indirectly stimulate other nerve pathways that are linked to sneezing. Question 3. Why don't we have the opposite of a microwave to chill things? Based on the laws of thermodynamics, adding heat or energy is easy and fast, while removing it requires moving energy out, which is slow and energy intensive. A microwave oven works by adding energy, but cooling isn't about adding cold, since cold is the absence of heat. So to chill something, you have to still remove energy from it and dump that heat somewhere else. That's why devices like a refrigerator don't generate cold directly. They use a cycle of compression and expansion to pull heat out of the inside and release it into the room. There are some technologies that can cool things fairly quickly. The tech we have either works on very small scales, or they still rely on moving heat elsewhere. Question 4. How do we know that space is expanding? First, we have Hubble's law. The further away that a galaxy is, the greater its redshift, and the faster it appears to be receding. This relationship shows that the universe is expanding. Importantly, it's not that we are at the center and everything is flying away from us. Every observer sees distant galaxies moving away from them, which is what we expect if space is itself expanding everywhere. Then we have the Doppler effect, which is the change in frequency of a wave produced by a moving source relative to an observer. This redshift indicates that these galaxies are receding from us, and on large scales, this is best explained by the expansion of space. Redshift is the observed phenomenon, expansion is the interpretation. And some of you may recall Sheldon Cooper dressing as a Doppler effect in The Big Bang Theory. Meow. Then we have evidence from cosmic microwave background. This is faint radiation that's left over from the early universe, and it's now observed as microwave. Its properties match predictions of a universe that started out as hot and dense and has been expanding ever since. Put together, these independent observations add up to the same picture, that the universe is gradually expanding. Great questions, keep asking questions and never stop learning.